Hello, best friends. So sorry that I'm late. It was a very, very busy day. Today is Monday, obviously. So yes, we are about to start teaching you everything that I do know about crypto trading and actually taking profits and making money by trading crypto on Bybit. Okay, first things first, I want to address some terms that you're going to come across along this entire process, right? There are some terms that we're going to be using that you need to understand what they mean. There are some terms that you're going to see on the application that you need to understand what they mean before you actually start trading and, you understand how it works. And trust me, this stuff is very easy. For anybody who is a pro and is about to start hearing this stuff, I apologize for wasting your time. But for everybody else who is actually a noob and is doing this for the first time, please pay attention very carefully and make sure you understand everything that I'm saying. So I wrote a bunch of terms down, just so that I don't forget to talk about anything. The first thing I want to talk about is the two types of trades, and that is long and short trades, right? There's a difference between going long and going short on a trade, and I'm going to explain that to you today. If you decide to go long on a trade, say for example, you decide to trade PUP USDT. The reason why you do that is because you believe that that particular coin is going to appreciate in value over a period of time. So you buy it, you invest in it, and then you expect to get returns when it actually blows up. An idea for something like this, or an example of it, would be somebody who bought Bitcoin when it was $1. And now Bitcoin is over $40,000, right? If that person held on to all the Bitcoin and then now wants to sell it now, they've taken a huge profit, right? So that's a long trade, essentially. I mean, it doesn't have to be that long, obviously. A long trade can be something that happens in the space of 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever, 1 week. So basically going long on a coin trade is basically the same thing as going long on buying stocks or buying bearer bonds or whatever the case is, right? And then there's short trades. A short trade basically means you believe that the value of something is going to depreciate significantly and then you bet against it. So this is the best way that I can explain a short trade, right? So look at this phone. This is the Galaxy S24 Ultra. This phone is being released in Nigeria February 14th. Like anybody who pre-orders it can get it by February 14th, right? Currently, the 1TB version of this phone is being sold for 2.4 million naira. Now, you and I both know that this phone is going to be selling less than that in 3 to 6 months, right? So, because of my relationship with Samsung, if I go to Samsung and I say, give me 10 units of this phone, I will return them to you in 6 months. And then they give them to me. I carry those 10 units and I sell them for 2.4 million naira each. That's 24 million naira, right? Then I hold on to the 24 million naira and I go back into the market in 6 months when the phone is selling for 1.5 million naira or 1.4 million naira. Then I buy those 10 units and I give them back to Samsung. In that trade, I have basically made 10 million naira. Do you understand the idea? So you're basically borrowing against a coin that you think is going to fall or is going to drop in price, and then you return what you actually borrowed after the value has plummeted. You basically go back into the market, get it, and then return it after the value has plummeted, and then you take the gain that you made from that. Does that make sense? The next term I want to explain to you is something called take profit and stop loss. Take profit basically means at what point you want your Bybit account or your bot to automatically take the profit from a trade. And stop loss basically means if this coin dips below this, I don't want to lose any money, just get me out of it. You understand? So another great example, let me use another phone because this is like the easiest way that I can explain this. If I say, okay, I'm going to buy this phone at 1 million naira, right? But then the naira is depreciating constantly. And I know that, okay, the value is probably going to go up to 1.5 million naira or something. I can say, take profit at 1.5 million naira. So whether the value of this phone goes to 2 million naira later, that's not my business. Once it gets to 1.5, my account will automatically get out of that trade and take my money. I've taken 500,000 naira profit, right? But then I will also tell my account to stop loss. So I can say, if this phone ever dips below 900,000 in the period of time that I have it held, sell it off at 900,000. Don't let it go below that. So essentially, if by some miracle, Tinubu comes up with a policy that tomorrow the naira actually starts to appreciate against the dollar, right? And then the 1 million naira phone I bought that I was planning to sell for 1.5 million naira starts to depreciate. Slowly it becomes 950. Slowly becomes 925. If I've told my account to stop loss when it gets to 900 exactly, it's basically going to get me out of that trade so that I don't lose too much money. And this is a very important feature that I think a lot of people here need to learn how to use. After this video, I'm going to record a video explaining taking signals and actually placing trades on the application. I will start editing that immediately. I don't know if it's going to be ready to post tonight, but I will do my best to try and get it out tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another video shortly.